you are not going to believe who else Trump was caught spying on. And no, it's not China, Russia, or Iran. The Trump organization is starting to raise some seriously chilling questions about his second term and whether or not it will lead to war. Due to Trump getting caught red-handed, he is now in full panic mode. This isn't some tabloid nonsense. This came from a leak inside the intelligence community. And the reason behind it? Let's just say it's not about national security. It's about Trump's ego. Oh, and money. Shocker, right? I mean, I always say it. All he cares about is money. He is going to try to make as many deals as possible that fit his personal agenda and ego, because outside of that, he has nothing. Nothing. Now, before I get to this total bombshell of breaking news, I also want to share this video of Trump speaking today about how he's getting rid of Veterans Day. And from now on, we are only celebrating the victories of World War I and the victory of World War II, because the other wars we lost, according to Trump. So we're not worth celebrating.
To announce that I've just signed a proclamation officially designating tomorrow, May 8th, as a Victory Day for World War II, commemorating the 80th anniversary of America's victory in the Second World War. All over the globe, our World War II allies are celebrating this week, but the United States has never joined in with the proper celebration of our own, and the victory was mostly accomplished because of us, whether you like it or not. But I think there would be nobody that would say that we were not the dominant force in that war, and we don't celebrate it. And I think that's a great disservice to the people that lost their lives and people that fought so hard. And without us, those wars would not have been won. I think we can say that, would not have been won. And I think it's time that the United States starts taking credit for their achievements.
This is not even the reason Trump is panicking right now. You think it would be, right? But it's not. But before we go into the next story that could potentially affect billions of people, I want to say this. Trump dodged the draft, mocked POWs, and called fallen soldiers and veterans suckers. And losers. He called us losers too. I forgot about that. And now he wants to erase the one day we set aside to remember those who served. This isn't patriotism. I don't understand how voters voted for this man. This is disrespect at the highest level. And now let's get to the reason Denmark is sounding the alarms and calling for emergency meetings. Trump's reactivation of private intelligence contractors tied to his old 2019 buy Greenland stunt. You guys remember that one? Do you remember when Trump said he wanted to buy Greenland back in 2019? People laughed it off as another delusional rant. But what most people don't know is what happened after the cameras turned off. According to reporting at the time, Trump didn't let it go. He started asking U.S. intelligence to gather private data on Greenland's political structure, mining resources, and even offered incentives to certain Danish diplomats to push for Greenlandic independence. And it wasn't a joke. It was a test balloon. And he's doing it again. But this time, he's not being subtle. The U.S. is stepping up its intelligence gathering efforts regarding Greenland, drawing America's spying apparatus into President Trump's campaign to take over the island. Several high-ranking officials under Director of National Intelligence Tulsi Gabbard issued a collection emphasis message to intelligence agents' heads. Our taxpayer-funded intelligence community, the CIA and the NSA, is now being redirected to spy on our allies. A decade-old fantasy about owning Greenland. This isn't about national security. It's about ego, real estate, and control. We are talking about weaponizing U.S. intel to pressure peaceful countries that have stood by us for generations. I mean, The classified message asked agencies to identify people in Greenland and Denmark who support U.S. objectives for the island. This message was sent to the CIA, DIA, and NSA, and it marks one of the first concrete moves towards Trump's longtime goal of acquiring Greenland. The president has been very clear. The U.S. is concerned about the security of Greenland and the Arctic. In a statement, Gabbard said, the Wall Street Journal should be ashamed of aiding deep state actors who seek to undermine the president by leaking classified information. There it is again, the deep state card. Every time Trump is caught, he blames the press, the intelligence community, or some imaginary plot against him. Trump has directed those limited resources meant to protect us from Russia, China, terrorists, to an island of 56,000 peaceful people. He told Congress, one way or the other, we are going to get it. Asked by NBC News whether he'd rule out seizing Greenland by force, Trump said, I don't rule it out. Let's not sugarcoat this. Trump just greenlit surveillance on Democratic allies to scout out a resource-rich territory, and he won't even rule out military force to get it. As always, it is a pleasure bringing you a piece of the news today. Now, you guys can find me right here 24/7 if you have any questions, and I will see you on the next video.